About Saint Rose of Lima, who we celebrate today. Her detractors could say that she wasted her short life in penance through harsh mortification and through solitude. But of her, the Church says that she was moved by grace to follow the Lord Jesus Christ ever more closely in a life devoted to prayer, yes, to solitude, and to caring for the least in society. Rose was born in 1586 in Peru, in Lima. She came from a Spanish family, but she was the first saint to be born there. From an early age, she was called to the religious life. She felt a call from the Lord Jesus to become a nun. But her parents fiercely objected to this, and in obedience to them, Rose remained at home. However, she did not go along with the wish of her parents who wanted her to be married. Rather, she remained a lay, unmarried woman in her house, and she entered the third order of the Dominicans, the lay association of people who live in the world but strive to follow the rule of Saint Dominic. Now, when the family finances were in trouble, Rose took up sewing during the night, and all day she worked in the garden to get some revenue for her family. Her life is marked by penance, sometimes but really harsh forms of mortifications which can be admired, but definitely they are not there to be imitated, to be copied. So prayer, penitence, and also care for the least in society. Rose prepared a room in her house where she could tend to the sick, where she could look after the homeless, especially homeless children, where she could care also, remember the time, the 16th century, where she could care for slaves. And this has been seen by many as the beginning of social services in Peru. Now, fame of her holiness, of this life of prayer, penance, and charity spread, and it also got to the ears of the Inquisition. Her detractors, those who opposed her, ridiculed her and made fun of the way she was living. However, when the Inquisition looked into her case and investigated her, they could only rule that Rose was living as moved by grace. She died at the age of 31 on the 24th of August in 1617. And, as I said earlier, she was the first person to be declared saint who had been born in the Americas. Because of this, she is the patroness of the Americas, and also because of her work in the garden and her name association, she is the patron saint of florists. May St. Rose help us with our prayer that in our own life, whatever stage, whatever walk of life we are in, we may strive to follow the Lord Jesus Christ more closely in prayer, in penance, and also by looking after those in need.